On Thursday, the 3rd of April 2008, the Lord Worship Mayor of Ashfield, Mr Ted Cassidy, presented Mr Vincent Crowe with the launch of his new booklet, Tours of Haberfield Past and Present. HHTV had the pleasure to attend the launch, and Oscar Aguilar of HHTV interviewed Vincent on the night.
On my left, Councillor Lucille McKenna is here tonight, down the back there. Councillor Mark Drury is also here tonight, also down the back. And Dr John Ward, former Mayor of Ashfield Municipality from 1991 right through to 1995, is sitting down there with his lovely wife, Gail. So having acknowledged the very important guest, there is another very important guest here tonight, and it's really the reason why we are here tonight, and that's Vince Crowe.
Vince Crowe, tell us about the contents of the book.
Right, well,
this is the second one, isn't it?
It is the second, that's right, yeah. So that's right. Well, the general title of the book is Tours of Haberfield Past and Present, and this one, of course, is part 2. So part 1 dealt with the 19th century developments in Haberfield from about the 1880s and 1890s, and also the first subdivision of the Haberfield estate in 1901. And that was begun by a fellow called Richard Stanton, who was an estate agent in Summer Hill. So part 1 covered the very early history of Haberfield, and then this part 2 starts with 1903. So the second subdivision in 1903, and then the fourth subdivision in 1910, and the fifth in 1912. And part 3 will cover the third subdivision from 1905, and part 4 will cover the Dobroyd Point estate. So what I've done with each part is just to be chosen a certain area of Haberfield, and just compiled photographs about it, and also notes about every house in that area.
Are those contents just facts, or you put something from your heart in that?
I think probably the whole thing's my heart, actually. Yeah, I've lived all my life, of course, and so I have a natural affinity with the area, and I've done a lot of work in the local area, of course, with different organisations, and so I suppose there's a fair amount of my heart in it, I suppose. Yes.
There is room for more? 4 and 5?
No, I think part 4 probably will be the last one. Yeah, so the present series anyway. But I might do after part 4 comes out. I might do another general history perhaps, but I'll have to wait and see how I go. So.
Along with many other guests, Michelle Marshall also attended. Michelle Marshall is an artist and a high school art teacher, and Michelle was the one that designed Vincent Crowe's book cover.
Inspiration for the cover of Vince's book. Well, Vince wanted something that was simple, he wanted something that was dramatic, and that emphasised the colour photos of the past and the present on the cover. And we thought that the best way to do that was by creating a plain background, which really left the photos to speak for themselves, and then just create a simple text for the heading. So that was basically the inspiration for the cover, was to keep it simple and yet focused on the photos of past and present.
So I've got an interest in the area, and I teach history at the school that I teach at, so I've got a natural interest in history as well. So I began to combine the two of them, and back in the 1970s I began to do research on the history of Haberfield, and I discovered that nothing had been written so far about Haberfield, so I began the original research, and then I wrote a few books about Haberfield, and this one today is about the third or fourth one that I've written on the subject. So it's mostly because I've actually lived here all my life.
So as you can see, HHTV was very proud to be a part of Vincent Crowe's launch for his new book. Thank you for watching.